Welcome back to Stories from the River. I'm Heather Greenwood, and we are back in our flagship Pineville location. When we were last together, we spoke to my friend Kelly V all about AFI Boot Camp. Still a little unsure what that is? We got you here today. Let's roll.
Welcome to Stories from the River, a show in which we go behind the scenes at Broad River Retail.
I'm back here with my friend Kaylee Kirchner. Kaylee, thank you for joining me on Stories from the River.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we met 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes.
But we've already talked about Taylor Swift. I've learned about new bubbly water.
Yes, bubbler, which I
bubbler.
couldn't find anywhere here.
So I'm learning so much in a short amount of time. We'll get to all of those really important things here too. And I know you're coming down from a training right now.
Yes, I am.
So you just finished, and I got to see a little bit of it, and it looks really fun and exciting. And you had a great group today. Mm-hmm. So for our audience at home, viewers, listeners, tell us a little bit about your role at Ashley. You're not a Broad River memory maker. You work with Ashley, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
I am a part of our leadership team, so I'm a part of the licensee sales training team, and we cover wide and far, you name it, we've probably been there. I've been a part of our team now for about 2 years, and I've loved it ever since day one.
I love that. What about it do you love?
How much time do we have?
You can tell me all about it.
We can keep going all day. Our team, it's so unique because we get to go into all of the stores. So I have a market in the Midwest, and we get to go through all these boot camps, and we get to meet with people that love the product just like we do, but maybe just want a little extra confidence or a deeper understanding. And there's nothing more greater than walking into all of these stores and walking out with, I feel like I have it right now, it's like the post-session high. And then all of a sudden, it's just wide and far. We've been able to literally take the world. Some of our team members have gone international and brought out all of this product knowledge. So you really just have such a good role on this team. Every single person, we just have such a great work environment. The collaboration that we have is literally effortless. There is not a single person that does not carry the weight we all row together. So it's just a beautiful work environment, and we get to deliver that to every licensee that we partner with. So there's too much to love, really.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. You're in a good place doing what you love.
Absolutely.
Where is home base?
I'm located out of Missouri. My husband and I, we live in Kirksville. It's a very small town. And we're moving back to the St. Louis very soon. So we move in about 8 months back home. We're very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you do a lot of traveling, it sounds like.
A lot.
Okay, so today we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Have you been here before? Is this your first time?
Yes, so this is not my first time. I'm super happy to be back. I did your guys' boot camp last year.
Perfect.
And the same environment is still here. I feel like if I blink, a whole year almost passed by. So I'm glad to be back. But we travel literally everywhere. Next week I'm in Florida. I think in 2 weeks I'm back here.
And
then I've got California lined up, and we're literally anywhere and everywhere. You can find us all year round in some other state, in some store.
Always on the go. Always training, teaching, educating, and I love the bond that you described.
Exactly.
Which is really important in finding happiness at work.
Oh yeah, and it's so unique because all of us, we all have our own markets, but we're literally never a phone call away from each other. So it's hard, right? We're always on the road, but we just have so much joy. It's such a great role to be able to go throughout the entire world and deliver such consistent message across the entire board, and always have somebody that just always has your back, even though they're a few states away. So it's a really great team environment.
I love that. Okay, that's awesome. So talk to us about boot camp.
Yes.
AFI boot camp. What is it? Now, I met with Kelly. Kelly is $1 million memory maker for us. He's an expert. So he told me kind of his side, of course, and what he experienced with you, and had great things to say. But what is this concept? What is it? Why do we do it?
I love Kelly. Yesterday, he kicked it out of the park. He even tagged me from today for like 5 other extra questions.
All about it.
He was awesome. But boot camps kind of came about in a very strange way. So we obviously come in, we talk for a lot about our products, so we really have to understand what we're talking about. And so to literally become the product knowledge experts, if you've met AJ, she fearlessly leads our team. And to onboard all of us, we had to go through a 12-week onboarding process.
Wow,
Every single day. And we would literally pack up on Monday, head to a location, and just completely dive back in every single week. So we started to refer to it as a boot camp, kind of as like just a fun tag-along joke with it. And then all of a sudden, this word kind of got out that AJ put us all through a boot camp, and we came out literally product knowledge experts in all things Ashley. And as that started to go around at our Vegas market right before we started supporting all of our licensees, Kevin Hook, he is Sports TDG, he cornered AJ and was like, how do I get one of these boot camps? We need this. So our entire team packed up and we went and supported the entire country of Canada. And that's how boot camps were kind of born. And it literally is a steroid shot that goes through any organization that we're a part of. And it's just such a good time. It is phenomenal.
Oh, that sounds awesome. So now you're here.
Yes.
Broad River.
Amen.
You know a little bit about us now. What, and I'll just ask this, just kind of shamelessly, like, what's different about Broad River? You go all over the country. I don't know, maybe there's nothing different. Is there anything different about the team that you worked with today or your experience? Tell me about that.
Day 3, probably my best day yet. Every day just keeps getting better and better.
Good.
The energy that is brought is almost limitless. A big call out for Broad River is a lot of the passion that goes behind it. We do something so fun. I always call them like the little furniture Bibles. We give these huge handout packets, and you can always tell when people are fully bought into delivering excellence to their customers by how much notes they're taking.
Oh, yes.
And people are not leaving empty-handed today. The energy, the excellence, and that drive of pursuit to bring this to their customers is so evident, and I think that's what makes Broad River so special, because they are wanting to deliver that to every single guest, and you can see it through their notes, which is so beautiful to see.
I love that. Stacey McCormick,
yes,
who runs our retail team, says note takers or history makers.
And I feel like I hear him in my head
yes.
from all the times
you
I've
were
chatted
saying
with
that,
him.
and I was thinking, Stacey. So, notes are a part of engagement and
yes,
active listening, and so I'm so happy to hear you say that about the team. And, I know today's team was especially great and really engaged, which probably makes your job a little easier.
So much easier. So much easier. It almost I always feel like we forget that we're working. And you could ask probably any of us on our team, whenever you have the groups that just bring that engagement and that excitement to work, it almost feels like we're not working, which is why we love our jobs so much, because it's just really just such an easy ride through the whole thing, because we all love Ashley and we are here to discover the rights to win. So that way it just keeps getting better for our guests, because we've got a lot of hidden Easter eggs throughout all of our products.
I love that. Okay. So you brought it up, so I'm going to go there. It's a long training.
It is.
Right?
Yes.
So,
5.5 hours.
Okay. Not for the faint of heart. So how do you, in your role, keep people engaged beginning to end?
It takes a lot. 100%, but it's all fueled off of engagement. So this is not a classroom setting by absolutely any means. Like how we're sitting here today, this is not how any of the boot camps go.
Not at all what I witnessed.
No, not at all. You will see people standing on a sofa. You will see even today people were standing on drawers with us to talk about that durability. The engagement and the active participation, those are the biggest things. So a lot of note taking. So a lot of times we're pausing to catch everyone up to make sure we're all understanding, and then really just getting them in the moment with it. So throughout every session, we have what are called scrimmages, where they're broken into groups of 3. And we have a memory maker, we have a customer, and we have an observer. And that role of the observer is so important because someone's able to kind of step back and watch and observe and provide that feedback. So we're not at a desk setting by any means. We're literally practicing how we're going to deliver this to a customer. So it's instant learning, instantly in the session, which is amazing.
I like that. That's what I saw when I walked in, was
Yes.
you guys scrimmaging. And I will tell you, the amount of smiles and energy,
It's fun.
sometimes you do get that, that dip in the day or that lull that can be hard to combat. But everybody seemed highly engaged and really ready to participate in what that looks like.
Exactly.
You've been doing this for a minute. What is your favorite part when you're actually in the training and you're with this team? What's your favorite part of the training itself?
It's very hard to pick. If you're in my session for a full day, I think you hear, this is my favorite part. No, this is my favorite part. No, this is my favorite part. If I had to choose, I think the area where we have the most rights to win that are not fully shown to a guest is probably in our motion. Our motion is bar none to a lot of our competitors, but the competitive part is truly, I think, what gives us that huge, man, all of this was worth it. 5.5 hours is a lot of time to commit to spending with me talking for 5.5 hours. But whether you are with me or another team member, the consistency that we bring to the table is probably my favorite part. Exactly what I'm saying here in Pineville is exactly what I'm going to be saying next week in Florida. The consistency that we deliver is amazing. And at the very end, we actually kind of curate a very good spot where we actually are secret shoppers for your competitors. So to deliver that and kind of share with your team members saying, hey, this is exactly what we found. What did you have as your big takeaway from our session today? And how are you going to use that to your advantage as you're talking to your own guest? So capture your customer here, but truly, I don't think I could tell you all my favorite parts because I would probably go through our entire agenda and have
Which I love.
Yes, we just have so many good things.
You have done this. You talked about consistency, and that's so important. And you talked about the training that goes into making you ready to go and take the stage and do this. Do you find that that consistency for you comes more from the training in that 12 weeks, or is it really doing this time and time again that you find your rhythm and you find your flow?
It's kind of both. And then they feel like there's almost a third layer to that. It's also the way that our team collaborates together. Learning is not just a one and done thing. Furniture changes all the time. We're really big in continuous improvement. So our guides, all of our content is a collaborative effort. So if you see me using an iPad today, we've got these guides, they're loaded up and they just have such good content that we've all worked on together. So whenever we collaborate and to kind of get that same consistency across the board, it goes into us practicing. We work on content together as a team and then we roll it out and we do a train the trainer session, kind of similar to our 12-week onboarding. So every time we meet, we're always going over new content. We're always going how things change, because if we get stuck in the same kind of momentum that we're going on now, we're not going to keep growing. So we have to continuously say, all right, this is what we've got now. How do we make this better? And then how can we practice how this should look for the entire organization that we're supporting? So it's a lot. I feel like those three kind of pair in well together.
Yeah, so as you go and you do this, right? You're going and you are walking away. You trained Kelly yesterday. You talked to him a little bit more today. So you must see some of the light bulbs go off. And you must see a lot of success. What success stories do you have or have you seen from people attending boot camp and then walking away and utilizing it with their guests?
So I think it is so incredibly evident. We do a lot of boot camps for organizations. So this is our second one with you. There's a lot of light bulb moments that still click throughout the session. Today we added in Durapella, which all of a sudden, like you're sitting there and you're talking about it. And Durapella is huge for us, right? It's on a set. My parents even own the next gen Durapella. And we're talking about how each strand is 1/100th times finer than our own human hair. And then all of a sudden people are just like, wide-eyed, and I'm just like, we need to spend more time on this because this just blew their minds. So you see a lot of note-taking and the actual effort of someone saying, hey, this is so big for me, I cannot wait to tell my customer. And throughout the day, we really check for, all right, we've gone over stationery, we've gone over our wood types that we're using, we talked heavily on veneers. Tell me what are some things that you're gonna bring to your customer. And as we go back into these licensees, people are pulling us aside and saying, I closed this sale. Or even on our standard training visits, people are pulling our leaders over. People are pulling us over even when we're out of our field and we're like, hey, this is how you really helped us. Because at the end of the day, we're really only here to add value to the product that customers are already getting into their home. Why should we not want our customers to be the inspector of the product that they're buying? So a lot of aha moments, a lot of wide eyes, and a lot of really good note taking. So a lot of good success stories kind of rolled into those three things.
I like that a lot. You talked a lot about the competitive advantage of Ashley, and you work with a really great company.
I do.
And we work with a really great company. Why Ashley? For somebody who might be listening or watching at home, and maybe they've seen the store or they've heard the name, why Ashley Furniture?
Why not is probably the best way to answer that. We have so many rights to win that people just don't know about. Our leadership team, AJ, Kathy, Ray, they lead our team so fearlessly into every single advantage that we have. We will not leave a stone left unturned. If there is even one thing that a team member says during these sessions where they're like, hey, I want to know more about this, we take it down, we get them that information. So we have consistent follow through, whether you're on this team or you're at Broad River. The passion that is here is so completely evident. So I think realistically, what are you doing if you're not with Ashley? What are you doing if you don't have Ashley in your home? Because everything that we do is for others. We want others to enjoy their product. We want other people to know how much we love our job. And we just want that to, in turn, go into their own home, because who doesn't want to love everything in their own space?
Makes it so much easier.
Yes,
right?
100%.
It's easy to talk about things you love. It's easy to teach it. It's easy to train it. It's easy to absorb it. So I love that. Where do you go from here? So you're done with day 3 of training. What's next for the evolution of boot camp? What's to come for boot camp? What secrets are up your sleeve that maybe you can't even tell us on air?
I know. We'll maybe have to get off air. You'll maybe have to call AJ for those secrets. But we've got so many good things coming. I mentioned so many times that our team collaborates really, really well together. I hope that you can feel that just through talking with me. Clay's here too. You can literally see it anytime that we're together. We've got a lot of really good things coming, and it's really nice because your licensee is supported by some really fantastic people on our team, and they come in for touch points throughout every single month. So you're going to start to see some of those new things evolving, and boot camps have a lot of really fun stuff coming up soon. I can't say all the good stuff.
Okay,
So I have to avoid that one.
We'll bring that back for another episode.
Deal.
we'll bring that back that's like episode part, we'll come back like 9 months from now.
Yes, deal.
And we'll talk about that. So I work in the training space, and so I hear it a lot, and I will say it on air. Sometimes you might have someone who's like, I don't want to go to this training. It's 5.5 hours, and I have other things I want to do. Maybe that happens every once in a while. Why somebody who's thinking that, and they're, I got to go to it, and they're maybe feeling a little grumbly about it. Why should they come in? Why should they give it a chance and be engaged?
I think that if somebody's giving you the opportunity to grow your confidence, to grow the paycheck that you're bringing home at the end of the day, it's almost insane not to take it. We are selling this product with so much passion. Why would you not want to be the subject matter expert in what's on your floor? And realistically, I always see at the beginning, there's some people that are like, man, I really wish I would have had an extra cup of coffee. I had to get here early. But all of a sudden, 5.5 hours pass, and I always kind of in my sessions, I was like, guys, you just spent 5.5 hours literally learning about the product inside out. And people are always like, man, I can't believe it went by that fast, because it does. It goes by so fast. We pack an agenda to the brim. Kathy works with all of our licensee partners to curate these agendas to exactly what they need, which literally makes it a perfect session to better our team members that are on your own floor every day. So it's almost a curated session for every single person to go through, to walk away and say, I can't believe that I literally just blinked and it's over. So it does go by fast, even though it's a long session, but I think it's almost like a why not? Why would you not come? It's just so beautiful to see how much work goes into these boot camps and the follow through that it brings, because the results are literally so evident for all the sessions we've gone to.
That when they walk away, maybe a little tired.
A little.
But when somebody walks away from your training, and specific to you and how you feel as a trainer and what you do and what brings you fulfillment, how do you hope they feel when they walk away?
So good. So good. You literally caught me. I'm on the post-session high. I call it that. And at the end, you feel a little bit tired because, my friends, you literally just picked up a dining chair. You literally just demoed that. You just talked about a sofa. You literally were standing on a sofa. You just took out a drawer. You had to demo every single session that we walked through. That is like selling to all of your customers 100% full reps on every powerful demonstration you could get in the door. So they may feel a little bit tired, but I hope they really feel good, and more importantly, I hope they feel super hopeful, because our products deliver the dreams of what customers are looking for at an amazing price point. So I just really want that confidence, that hope, and that love of the furniture just to bleed through whenever they're leaving.
I like that. I like that. You think a lot about how people feel after you spend the time with them. And I know that's really important to you, is how they feel, and that they walk away feeling inspired and hopeful of what's to come, and to see that next guest walk into the showroom and how they interact with them. And what we do here is furnish life's best memories. So that's really important too. So I always like to ad-lib a little bit. I ask questions off script. I just think it keeps it fresh and interesting. So of all the things on our floor right now, what is the piece that you have to have in your home?
You've caught me at the best day. I am closing on a home soon. Fingers crossed if everything goes good. If everything goes good. Hopefully by the time this airs, I'm a homeowner. I have a laundry list of the products that I want to buy.
Even better.
I own some Ashley products now. My parents own Ashley products. I genuinely believe in this product. I love our outdoor sets. I love the Beechcraft. That one will be coming home with me. I love the Port Down, that canopy bed. It is perfect for every single space. I think it's just so transitional. And the Nuvella headboard, it's a no-brainer. But we can just keep going because I have so many.
I mean, that's good, right?
Yes,
and that wasn't even a scripted question. So you were ready for it, and you knew exactly. When you're working with people, do you see that? Do you see that excitement as they're on the floor and they're interacting, or you're doing a demo? Do you see that kind of spark and joy happen?
Yeah. Whenever I always kind of go to a product, especially if I love it, I want them to love it too. So whenever we go over to a set, it's always really fun to watch which sets they choose to scrimmage on. You can tell because they kind of gear towards some of their favorites, and then all of a sudden they take off a cushion and they're like, oh, this is here, but it's also over here. So then all of a sudden you realize that Ashley has a lot of the fundamental beliefs, right? We have the platform foundation on everything. It's a big right to win. And then all of a sudden you start to love every single product that's on your floor because it's just made so well. So I think it's a very beautiful story to tell, because the consistency is even in our product that we have on the floor.
I like that. So it's clear that you love what you do.
I do.
It's clear that you love being here and you love being a part of Ashley. Anything that you want to share or tell our viewers or listeners at home about Ashley, about Broad River, anything that you want to share?
Well, of course, a huge thank you because our team loves Broad River. We are so grateful to come back. And I'm just wondering what I was doing that I wasn't at Ashley before. So if they have any questions on product knowledge, our team absolutely loves to answer them. We're grateful for the opportunity to come in and support these boot camps. The huge success that follows them, it makes us feel that instant kind of gratification of, wow, like this is a huge moment for us. We've got so many things hidden in our products that our customers want to know more on, and we just want to keep delivering that. So a huge thank you for having us.
Of course.
And of course, we always love Ashley, and we're going to keep on doing anything we can to help make sure that our customers know our right to win.
I love that. I love the energy that you brought today to our memory makers. I've already heard great things, and I know this is only day 3, so much more to come. Congratulations on your almost new home. I appreciate you joining me today. You guys at home, listening, watching, Kaylee and I have to get back to talking about Taylor Swift.
We must.
So we'll have to cut that short, but we are going to be back the next time you're in town.
Of course,
we're going to talk more about the future of boot camp and what happens. We're so thankful for our relationship with you all and everything that you do at Ashley to support Broad River. So to everyone listening and watching at home, thank you for joining us for this episode of Stories from the River. We look forward to seeing you with fresh new content real soon. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to Stories from the River. To check out more episodes, visit storiesfromtheriver.com. To watch this episode, go to youtube.com/@storiesfromtheriver. Join us again next week, and remember to like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.